2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Well, the weekend has officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and two Hall of Famers, Doris Burke here at the table, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. While we get a break, let's take a look at the October standings out west. You take a look at Los Angeles. I know they would have liked a better start, but they're 10th in the conference right now. And, of course, Nashville tied right now.
You know, for Los Angeles, they haven't had the great season that some were expecting, but it hasn't been a disaster. They just need a few things to go right for them down the stretch.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Good evening.
Like you, David, on the sideline. Boy, I love Gilgeous-Alexander in his game. D.A., thank you. Now a look at the Stars' starting lineup. They've got Vucevic. Marcus Morris is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the guard position. And for Nashville, Clint Capella is out there with Kyle Anderson. Then it's Lou Dort. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Davis in at the two-guard spot. And it's going to be Nashville off the tip. Now Paul. Down low, Capella, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Vucevic.
Aggressive move by Capella. His length and athleticism, it's tough to handle when he gets the ball that deep.
Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
He's off on the first.
And the defense Capella provides is huge. I mean, a legitimate shot-blocking threat who also rebounds the ball at an efficient rate.
He's off on the second. And Markkanen out of Finland, Greg, was one of the hot names in free agency this last summer.
And surprisingly, didn't get an extension before the season. Just hard to find seven-footers that can shoot like Markkanen. You knew at least a few teams would try and lure him away.
And so it's the Stars getting on the board first. Davis kicks to Paul. Passes it to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. His last outing, he had 18 points. Pass to Rozier, inside. And Markkanen with the basket on the assist by Rozier.
You know, I really like this. Instead of putting his head down, Terry Rozier keeping his eyes up and finding his open teammate.
Capella, the pass to Paul. Back to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now, here's Rozier. Three-pointer. Bangs home the trifecta.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Capella, the pass to Paul. Davis dishes to Paul. Nashville passing it around. It's Dort on the wing. Clock at 4. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Rozier against Anderson.
Well, they get it to the high percentage area, and then it all goes wrong from there.
Here's Dort, and it's blocked.
Well, Marcus Morris, the frame and the length to block shots, that's pretty.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Paul. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Vucevic. Rozier against Dort. And it's Rozier again missing. For Nashville, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Dort passes to Davis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. He's guarded by Davis, and the shot goes down.
Marcus Morris.
Well, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame in that game. Look out, gentlemen.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
So Nashville calls timeout, their first.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
And a big group substitution here for Nashville. Kevon Looney is checked in for Capella. Gordon comes in for Kyle Anderson. Watanabe's checked in for Dort. And Hield subbed in for Davis. Now here's Paul. Last game out he had 14. Hield from outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. The Stars have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And here is Hart.
2 minutes remaining in the
9
first.
points last game out. He feeds it to Payne. The shot. And the rebound goes to Nashville.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Payne looking around with the drive. Now here is Pirtle. D right on him. Oh, and a fast break for Nashville. Ball's running. Here's Gordon. And there's the pass to Hield. Here's Watanabe. Pass to Looney. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, what he lacks in size, the center makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
They need this. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Hield against Caldwell Pope. Paul outside. Passes to Gordon. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists in the game. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. To the paint, here's Bates-Diop, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Nashville, Myers Leonard.
Nashville on D. 6-point lead. Caldwell Pope passes to Pirtle. Up and in on the way.
Boy, getting his points the hard way. Jakob has to absorb contact and able to use his strength there.
That's a 2 from Paul, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nashville out in front, up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And for Nashville, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
An impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
The Stars trail by 4. We've got Paul, Aaron Gordon out there with Looney. Then there's Myers-Leonard, and it's Heald in at the 2. Pirtle finds Hart. Back to Pirtle. Clock at 6. Again, the Stars score.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Josh Hart out there with Cameron Payne. Then there's Jakob Pirtle. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Bates Diop in at the power forward position. Heald can't hit.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Now here's Payne. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. 13 feet away. And the rebound goes to Nashville.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Now here's Paul. Payne covering. They kick out to Heald. Goes up from the top of the key. Great positioning on the putback. And Nashville leads by 4.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. And we all know that star players get a few more perks, but Greg, that can also stir up misgivings in a locker room when things aren't always equal.
Kevin, it's a great point, and coaches really have to be careful. If you're holding one player accountable and giving another a pass, that tends to lead to a fractured locker room.
Catching up on the changes for Nashville. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Looney. Kyle Anderson comes in for Aaron Gordon. Dort, he's checked in for Heald. Davis is subbed in for Chris Paul. Dort misses. So Rozier will bring it up for Los Angeles. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Rozier. Dishes it to Vucevic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. For Nashville, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Dort finds Leonard, lays it up off the glass.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Rozier the pass to Vucevic. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
So smooth, so pretty off the dribble drive. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Davis. Over Rozier. Misses off the left iron.
I think this is a spot he has got to become more consistent from if you want to command the defender's respect.
And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Rozier. And the Stars lead by 1.
Well, Vucevic at his best. A reliable interior scorer. Great size, great touch.
Outside Leonard. He kicks to Capella. That shot off. And it's the Stars the other way.
And sometimes you can make a few plays here and there, but never get into a real rhythm. That's what happened to them in that game.
I'll tell you, that's a great way to put it, because I thought they were all over the place. They never settled into any kind of rhythm.
And so it's Nashville with it after the basket by Los Angeles. Here's Davis. No good there. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
2 minutes remaining.
And every year, Terry Rozier seems to get better. Specifically, Greg, becoming a more efficient and lethal scorer.
I mean, he's improving his percentages over the years, especially his three-point shooting. When he came into the league, was not a threat from deep. Now, you have got to honor that outside shot. And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good work defensively by Capella.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Outside, Dort to the middle. Here's Leonard. That shot off the mark. The Stars with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:02 left in the first half. Out of bounds, the Stars will take possession. A platoon swap here for Nashville. And for the Stars, H. Diop's checked in, and it's Caldwell Pope in for Lauri Markkanen. For Los Angeles, they've gotten exactly half their shots to go down here in the second. 5 of 10. Pass to Hart. And once again off the mark by the Stars. And for Nashville, they're shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. All up top, Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Offensive rebound. Looney. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And this is something this guy takes pride in, capitalizing on second chance opportunities.
It's good. And the Stars lead by 1.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
They kick out to Hield. Here's Gordon. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Hart the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
What a promising future for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He's long, he's athletic, he can play the 1 and the 2, and perhaps the most important thing is everyone raves about his character and his coachability.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Stars lead. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive, a pretty close game for the Stars throughout the first quarter.
In the first period, their biggest lead was a slim 3 points. And they turned it on during that second quarter, turning that deficit into a lead and playing with confidence.
And taking a look at the Stars, Kenny, what did you see out there?
Playing on the road is having no effect on the between the planes, the hotels, the buses. It's a grind. It can zap your energy level. But right now, they look like the fresher team. And we'll see if they hit the wall in the second half.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the home team.
Well, their bench production has been a major factor. Guys have been ready to go when their number is called. And it makes the second half go a lot easier on your main guys when you can spread the minutes around in the first half.
And that'll do it.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for Lauri Markkanen.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Looney out there with Clint Capella. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Terrence Davis. And it's Dort in at the 3. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Connects from three-point range. Rozier's got the lead up to 6 now for Los Angeles.
Well, the passing ability on display for SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander getting it done.
Here's Paul, and he converts the layup. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work, gets the most out of his teammates, and has done that wherever he's played.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
Outside, Davis. Markkanen against Dort. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Markkanen. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
Timeout called, Nashville.
And team strategies closely guarded. One aspect of the game the fans aren't always privy to.
It's tough to hide your communications. Teams go to great lengths to try to do it, but sometimes to no avail.
Anderson is checked in for Kevon Looney. The Stars also with the sub. Payne's checked in. Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. Here's Davis. Goes back up. Oh, good on that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
Now here's Vucevic. Over Paul. Again, Los Angeles.
And really, this is the time to push it. Try to extend that lead.
You know, they can make things much easier on themselves in the fourth if they just have a few more possessions like that.
Paul against Vucevic. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Defensive foul.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Line for Nashville, Kyle Anderson. One shot.
That free throw good from Anderson. Los Angeles leading by 7. Rozier looking around. Now the pass to Vucevic. Over Davis. Shakes him. And Vucevic finishes inside. Vucevic has got 4 this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Paul outside. Lob pass to Capella. Stolen by Markkanen. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. Anderson with the block. And they're able to recover. Good D by Anderson.
Boy, he's at the cup, but that is tremendous defense. Prohibit the lay-in without fouling.
That is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from George. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up with a star. They've led by as much as 10. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Fans, the live section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the
A different look for Nashville. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for Capella. Gordon comes in for Paul. And Heald subbed in for Terrence Davis. Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Pirtle. Hart kicks to Payne. Back to Hart. Pass to Payne. From past the arc. The rebound by Heald. Nashville trails by 6. And it's Leonard at the elbow. Back to Heald. Fires the 3. And they recover it. Here's Anderson. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds. But they still come up empty. Now here's Hart. Tight defense on him. Rozier finds Pirtle. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. And so it looks like it'll still be the Stars' ball.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Watanabe's checked in for Anderson. The Stars also with a sub. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, he's checked in for Cameron Payne. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
On the wing, Rozier. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Hart. Again, the miss by the Stars.
Listen, he can make that shot right there, but I do know they have other options they can go to.
And Lou Dort has made a name for himself on defense. Viewed as a superstar stopper, well, he's earned it with his play.
Now, here's Rozier. After Lou Dort's miss.
For Rozier to be effective, that's just what he has to do. Keep moving, don't sit back and be passive.
Here's Leonard. Out left to the wing. Kicks it to Heald. Over Hart. Nashville, no good that time either. Greg, the way Dort has handled guys like LeBron and Harden, he does as well as anyone when it comes to defending them.
Yeah, I mean, he's small but strong and really hard to bump off his spot. Quick enough to stay with anyone on their drives and just turning into a great shutdown defender.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Caldwell-Pope.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And Nashville making a change here. Looney's checked in. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Los Angeles. Now, here's Dort. 5 points in the game. Driving to the basket.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
One of the most team-friendly contracts in the league. Dorsey and I were just talking about this. Lou Dort, he's been a great deal for the Thunder.
Oh my goodness, under $2 million a year until the year 2023. Think about all he brings to this team. Once that contract expires, gentlemen, he's in for a big raise.
Free throw good, Dort. 41 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Nice defense from Dort. Nashville trails by 5. Rebound by the Stars. Now Hart. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Hart. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 3 on the clock. Vucevic with the bucket. Vucevic has got 6 points in the quarter.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
And so it's Los Angeles, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nashville trails by 7. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Pirtle, Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Terry Rozier. And it's Vucevic, and it's Hart in at the small forward. And Los Angeles with some changes. Marcus Morris comes in for Jakob Pirtle. And it's Markkanen in for Terry Rozier. Los Angeles leading by 7. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Hart the pass to Markkanen. Davis with the double team. Markkanen kicks to Hart. Passes it to Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot clock at 5. And that one drops.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Los Angeles?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Yeah, something else that stands out tonight is how many assists they have.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nashville. The free throw off from Gilgeous-Alexander. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Nashville. They trail by 9 points. And it's Gordon missing. And Los Angeles guys shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. He takes it in. No good on the shot. Now Nashville takes it the other way. Rebound the Stars. Vucevic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now Markkanen. Vucevic trying to get open. Markkanen can't get it to go. Nashville trails by 9. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Well, the handles of Chris Paul are certified. This guy's ability to get where he wants off the dribble drive, shoot pace 3 in the house.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And that one, good.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
And Nashville making a change here. Anderson's checked in. The Stars also with the sub. Payne's checked in. That's good from Gilgeous-Alexander. For Nashville, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Paul outside. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Davis finds Anderson. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So it's the Stars now. And here's Payne. He's guarded by Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. 4 on the shot clock. Nashville trails by 10. Here's Anderson. There's the drive. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. Los Angeles with another miss. For Nashville, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Now here's Davis. Payne covering. Anderson trying to free himself up. And it's Gordon with the finish.
Wow, how about the first? Aaron Gordon off the floor so fast. Don't sleep on him, gentlemen. You're going to look silly.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Time called here. The Stars decide to talk it over.
And you think about the legacy of Chris Paul. You can argue he's one of the best to ever play that position.
To be honest, I don't think it's an argument. I mean, this guy top 5 in both assists and steals in the regular season. And the numbers back up the argument, guys, because wherever he has gone, the winning percentage has improved at every stop. Chris Paul is elite. Fact of the matter.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. Nashville trails by 6 to the inside. Davis, and it's Davis finishing it off.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Vucevic finds Rozier. Trying to find Vucevic. Gets it to him. Now, here's Rozier.
2 minutes.
Back to Vucevic. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Anderson. That's in there. Davis with the assist. And now just a 2-point Los Angeles lead. And Los Angeles guys shooting reasonably well, 45%. Paul against Gilgeous-Alexander to end the cold streak. He takes it up and lays it in. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 11 in the second half.
SGA, that's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to you. Big-time clutch delivery.
Timeout called, Nashville. They're down by 4. 1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Paul. The shot, no good. Great D that time for Vucevic. The pass to Rozier. Down low. Paul with the steal. Here's Anderson. Finished off the break. Anderson's got 6 in the quarter.
And you've got to love the energy right now. They got hot when they absolutely had to.
It took a shift in strategy, but it seems like they figured it out. Let's see if they can extend this run all the way to the finish.
It's stolen by Capella. Paul against Vucevic. To tie it up. And it's Paul missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Stars. Hands the 3.
A great sign of how confident Rozier is. He wants to be the leader, and you need your leader to come through with buckets like that.
Now here's Paul. 30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Capella. No good. Now the Stars take it the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Kyle Anderson. First personal foul, third team foul.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
Personal foul, fourth team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Nikola Vucevic. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
He hits the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Timeout called, Nashville. They trail by 6. 20 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
And here's Nashville. 6-point game. The drive by Paul. Comes up empty down low. And an intentional foul right there.
Chris Paul. Fourth personal foul, fifth team foul. Shooting for Los Angeles, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. At the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point game. Here's Watanabe. Nashville, no good that time either. And so Los Angeles takes the win, and in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks a lot. Nick, how did you...
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. And we'll see you next time.